traders, I normally say people who run butcheries must be taken care of. I didn't know he inherited butchery work from his father. I've just come to know today. I thought it is him who started. But now I can see that his father who inculcated him in business skills. Excellency, there are some, and the father was also a good driver. But I want to tell Ishungwa, I've seen two things that we are not doing very well. One is that driving. One time you drove me from Parliament to a meeting in Lavington, I was holding my heart with my hand. That one you must improve on it. The second thing I've seen, we are not doing well, both of us now, not only you, is how to take care of your ex with 8 children. That one we are not doing well. That one I must accept. Your ex with 8 children. That one, Mheshimiwa Kimani, we must have a side meeting this evening. We have to meet and discuss those things together. But Your Excellency, this Kimani has been my friend. Actually, what we are doing now in Parliament and in the country and these broad-based and these issues, Your Excellency, the person who invited me to this work is Kimani himself. I must confess here, one day I was I think I was in Palasina Hotel one evening, around 4 o'clock. Kimani called me, told me, where are you? I told him I'm on State House Road, Palasina Hotel. He said, come to my office in Kilimani area. I think he's an accountant. That's what where he does his accountancy. So I went to that office and he told me, my friend, we need to work together. We need to bring the country together. We need to have one nation. We are now the leaders. If this country breaks, we'll be blamed. We need to work together. And he talked to me at length for an hour. I told him, leader, I've heard you. You know, I'm just a bishop in charge of the Diocese of Parliament. Let me go talk to my Pope. Then tomorrow, I'll come and see you. So in the evening when I went home, I listened, I thought over that matter. I realized he also told me in a very nice, diplomatic manner that going forward, nitakuwa mtu yake ya mkono. But he didn't say it like that. He told me, now I'm going to be the leader of the broad-based in Parliament, wewe utafanya kazi yangu ya mkono hapa chini. Nikasema, nikafikiria, I'm the minority leader. How can I be? Then I remembered the words of Winston Churchill in the bed, which says that 1 hour in government is better than a day in opposition. Nikaambia yeye. The following day I came to see him in Parliament. I told him, leader, sasa mimi ndio mtu ya mkono, welete maneno hapa vile tutaangalia hii maneno ya inchi, tutaendelea pamoja. That is how close we are, and that's how we interact every day. So, Your Excellency, in conclusion, I want to thank him for leading us very well in Parliament. You know, Your Excellency, the last formation of opposition in this country is us. Mimi ni mtu ya opposition. Lakini siku hizi juu nimeona syllabus imekimbia haraka sana. And you know, we are major stakeholders in opposition. We have not even handed over properly. But syllabus inakimbia. Unajua wakati yetu, kama next year December, ndio tunafungua maneno ya matusi. Next year December. Sio sahi. 1 year to the election, ndio tunafungua hii mlango ya matusi. Hii naona sasa imefunguliwa mapema. Mimi naona hii syllabus paka watu wakae chini waangalie tena. Kwa sababu after 1 year to the election, I remember in 2013, 2007, 2022 nilikuwa huko. 1 year to the election tulikuwa tunakumbusha mtu, wewe ni mtu mjinga, sura yako ni mbaya, umetoroka na bibi ya fulani. 1 year to the election sio sahi. Sahi ni mapema. By the time we reach the election, matusi itakwisha. You have to reserve something. You have weke zingine nyuma. So kwa hayo machache, nimesema asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki. Tutaonana tena. Nataka kualika kiongozi yangu ya Senate, Majority Leader, Honorable Aaron Cheriot.
Your Excellency, the President, together with the First Lady, the Deputy President, our speakers, the Ichungwa family, and all the distinguished mourners that have come this afternoon and today to mourn the departing of our patriarch. Naomba niwasalimu wote. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe tena. Asante. I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the Senate of the Republic of Kenya that works so well with our colleagues in the National Assembly, and also on behalf of the people of a very famous address in Kericho, where this patriarch of ours traces his roots, to pass my condolence to this family and to the people of this community for the passing on of a very distinguished statesman. Before I go far, Your Excellency, together with the family, allow me to use this opportunity to perhaps request all the senators that are here. I know quite a number of them have actually come in the last few days. I saw so many, led by the youngest colleague of ours, Senator Oburu Odinga, who came here a few days ago to pass his condolence to the family. And so many others that took their time. I have seen there are quite a number. I think just like our colleagues in the National Assembly, you'll wave from where you are. Thank you very much. Quite a number of them have come here today. Secondly, I will say that this is a very special home for us, especially those of us that belong to the UDA family. Many people may not know, but besides the current residence of the then Deputy President, if there is a home that we frequented and spent a lot of our time during the COVID days and the days that we were in the wilderness trying to find the proper way to where we are today, we spent those days in this home in the company of this mzee. In fact, I said this last week, and Ichungwa, you recall, that UDA as a party, if it was to have a home address of where the decision to depart from our former party and move to UDA was made, it was in this particular home where we are today. At that time, His Excellency the President, the eternal optimist that he is, still believed that it was possible to mend ways and find comfort where we belonged. But 90% of the team that he led at that time believed that our days were over. And that decision was taken in this home. And after that, as you all know, we moved from here and God granted us success. So I can confidently say that this is a blessed home. The things that we planned here, Mungu alitusaidia na tukafaulu. Ya pili, Your Excellency, ni kwamba kama vile imesemwa na Mheshimiwa Kimani Ichung'wah alinikumbusha wiki hii wakati tulikuja, kwamba mara mingi tulikuwa tukikuja nyumbani hapa, mzee alikuwa anatupatia nyama na hiyo kitu ingine walisema walikuwa naongeza. There is one time, and it was the only time it was served, because nimesahau jina, but Kimani told us, alisema sijui inaitwa nini. Tuliletewa sisi wote na ikaeko kwa vikombe hapa. Na sababu sisi kidogo huwa tunaangalia kwanza kiongozi wetu anafanya nini, niliangalia na wewe hukuonja hata kidogo. Lakini kuna rafiki yangu mwingine na nimekaa karibu na yeye kwa sasa hivi, ninajua alionja, and I can confidently say his contributions in the meeting that day were not very useful. Sijui ilikuwa na nini, lakini niliona baadaye Kimani aliambia mzee, hii ni watu ya AIC. Baada ya hiyo siku hiyo maneno haikuwa inaletwa tena. So this is a very important home for us. We celebrate this mzee. We are happy for the person that he raised in the family and in the name of Kimani, who is our colleague. Just like Junet has observed, there are two traits of this mzee that I see in the life and the leadership of our colleague, Mheshimiwa Kimani Ichung'wah. Number one, because ukisoma hii kitabu ya wasifa ya mzee, inasema yeye alikuwa mtu wa kuzungumza ile na vile anaona maneno. Those that know Mheshimiwa Kimani Ichung'wah, they also know that to Kimani Ichung'wah, black is black and white is white. There are no gray areas for him. And by the way, many times that gets him into a lot of trouble. Some of us, we know how to, maybe, we don't have the kind of courage that you have, Kimani. And to Kimani, if he likes something, he will say, I like it. If he doesn't, he will say, I don't like it. And many times people take offense. But that has been also very useful in our political journey. I will also live to recall when I was reflecting here that a few months to the election, when a certain decision was made, which, whether it was right or wrong, time has lived to prove who was right. Between those who said we take a particular position, I'm avoiding to say you, Your Excellency, but you know that, and those like Kimani, who put their foot down and said that this is a wrong decision. In fact, on the day that the unveiling was being done, Kimani never showed up to that meeting. And when I called him to say, please, you're a team member, once a decision has been made, you have to live by it. He told me, Aaron, you know me very well. For me, black is black and white is white. That is a wrong decision. I thought he was wrong, but over time, the country has come to realize Kimani was right indeed. That was absolutely wrong. Second thing that I know about this Kimani, it has been said in the manuscript that this Mzee knew so many languages to show that he was a true Kenyan. I will tell you, especially those of our colleagues who maybe don't serve from our political party, that sometimes when coming up with political decisions, you need local knowledge. Say, we need it from the perspective of the locals. That is a mistake that you never make with Kimani. If you want to ask things from a national perspective, you ask Kimani Ichung'wah. But you will never ask him something to say, ebu tupatie, watu wenu, jamii yenu, inasema namna gani. Kimani will never give you that answer. That is a trait he picked from this particular Mzee, knowing that we exist as a country and all these other things are just languages that we use to trade and transact. I celebrate that about this particular Mzee. Lastly, Your Excellency, just like Junet has picked certain things that perhaps you need to improve, Mheshimiwa Kimani, from the life of your father, I would not have picked that particular one that Junet has picked. But I know for a fact that you're a good man, General Kimani. But it has been said that your father was extremely generous. I'm not saying anything. Why are you laughing? I didn't say anything, but I've just said Mzee was very generous, Kimani. With those very many remarks, without saying a lot, let me now take this opportunity to invite our colleagues from the Council of Governors, our representative, the chairperson of the UDA party, Governor Cecily Mbarire, to pass their condolences also. Asante na Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki. Welcome, Governor Cecily.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya,